Stop, criminal! I've heard of you. Your criminal exploits are well known. Pay the fine, or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are forfeit. Then pay with your blood! Die! Someone's been murdered! Spare me!
You're a traitor!
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death! This ends here! On your side! That's twice you hit me! Stop, criminal!
Watch out!
Take that!
How could you do such a thing?
What's the matter, getting tired?
Die! Die, Let's get Die, cur! Take that!
Man down! Man down!
On our way.
A pleasure to speak with you. Always keep your magical equipment. I can show you some new... Good that you want to get... Let's see if we... Knowledge. Knowledge is power. Be seeing you. Well met. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. You've got a... You've made a good bit of gold. Thank you for your business. Bye.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight. I hope I can help. By the nine! You killed Agranak. The Grey Prince is dead. He was my friend, my mentor. Congratulations, Grand Champion. Hope it was worth it.
Oh, there's the new arena Grand Champion. Now listen, I bet you're wondering what's next, eh? Well, I've been thinking. Why not spice things up a bit? Give the people of Cyrodiil what they really want. We revise the rules of competition, offer a new kind match. I'm talking weekly shows, fights, pitting you against... Are you ready for this? Monsters, and maybe even some wild animals. Sounds great, doesn't it? I've had some people out collecting your new combatants. The wilderness is full of them. Let me know when you're ready for a match and it's showtime. Look, these aren't your average arena matches. They're shows. You fighting some savage beasts. People come to see you kill things. It's simple. We can do them any time of the day. You kidding? The citizens of the Imperial City would love some late-night entertainment. You can wear whatever you want, of course. We don't want you getting killed out there. You can only fight once a week, though. We'll need that much time to catch new creatures for you to fight against. Oh, and don't worry. We'll try to match the creatures to your combat abilities so the fights will always be more or less fair. Sounds good, huh? We'll do it like this. You can fight 1, 2, or 3 creatures. The more creatures you fight, the more you win. If you survive, that is. Hey, did you hear about that murder in the Talus Plaza district? I think the man's name was Draconis. Yeah, cut down in the prime of his life. Looks like you've reached your peak. Tell you what, from here on in, you can fight 1, 2, or 3 Minotaur Lords. So what's it going to be? You've got it. I'll have the 3 Minotaur Lords brought out to the arena. Now get up there and give the people what they paid for.
Esteemed Grand Champion, leave the arena now and rest. You've earned it once again.
Great show, great show. You really brought down the house. Here's your gold. Now get some rest, and I'll see you next week.
Stop, criminal! I've heard of you. Your criminal exploits are well known. Pay the fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are forfeit. Serve your time peaceably and pay your debt to society.
What is... What can I do for you?
Greetings to you, Graman Gromarad. I'm a bouncer for the Bloated Float. My wife, Umag, is a night guard for Master Umbacano. We rarely get real trouble here. The Watch puts a stop to rough stuff damn quick. I'm mostly ornamental at the Bloated Float. Makes folks happy. Dull Groshug always seems at ease in light armor. He moves well in it. Good day.
Well met. Welcome to the Bloated Float. She's the finest inn on the water in all Cyrodiil. A lot of mages swear by Rindir's staffs. There's a room, all right, and a fine room it is. Yours for the night for only 10 gold. A wise choice indeed. You've never had a night's rest like this, I assure you. The room is down below deck. It's the door on the left. You've already got the room. It's down below deck. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in... Farewell.
Hey, who in Oblivion are you? You don't look like one of the Blackwater Brigands. What? I was told there are only 2 others on board. I locked the bouncer in the storage room, and she has the owner. So that leaves you. Now I'll ask again. Who are you? There's no one else in our group except the 4 of us. The Blackwater Brigands don't just take on new members out of the clear blue sky. When we formed the Brigands 3 months ago, I was told no more than a 4-way split on all the profits. So stop telling lies and tell me what you're doing here. Then perhaps my sword can find the words that your mouth cannot.
Tired?
Thank you for freeing me. I'm Grumman Gramarad, the bloated float's bouncer and helmsman. I've been locked in that storage room for hours. I don't know exactly what's going on, but not long ago, a gang of thieves calling themselves the Blackwater Brigands stormed the ship. They took myself and Ormil, the float's owner, hostage and put the ship to sea. I have no idea what they're after. If you can get me safely to the top deck, I can steer the float home. But I'm not budging until the coast is clear. I'm used to dealing with drunken louts, not a gang of well-armed thieves. The float has 3 decks. This deck is the inn deck. The next level up is the tavern deck. And then there's the top deck. All I know is there seems to be 4 of them. They blindfolded me before they put me in here, so I didn't see much. The bloated float rents beds. Only place on the waterfront. Cheap, and it's safe. Good luck. You'll need it.
Oh, there. Where do you think you're going? Celine's not going to like this one bit. I wasn't to be disturbed. Lynch set you up here? Why? Did he send you to talk to Celine? What does she need assistance with? She has Ormil under her own watchful eye in his cabin. Something isn't right here. What happened to Lynch? You? You bested Lynch? I always knew he was out of practice. Oh, well, I suppose it's up to me to do his job for him as usual.
Nice work. Top deck clear yet? What are you doing up here? They find the Golden Galleon yet? Orders? Celine didn't tell me about this. And I don't remember her taking on someone else to help us find the Golden Galleon. When did all this happen? Liar! We never met yesterday. You're an intruder! Oh. Sounds like the coast is clear, so I'll make my way up to the ship's wheel. But I'm not moving this hulk an inch until Ormill is safe. I thought I heard an Imperial woman's voice while I was blindfolded. Other than that, I don't know much more about her. Be cautious. Their leader sounds dangerous.
I take it you want something. Well, what is it?
How'd you get in here? Roth? I told him to guard the wheel and not talk to anybody. Who are you? There's no cook on board the bloated float. How dare you try and make a fool of me? After I deal with you, I'll feed your body to the slaughterfish. What can I do for you?
Oh, thank goodness. That horrid woman kept threatening me. She said if I didn't come up with a loot, she'd throw me to the slaughterfish. Well, I'm afraid all of this was my fault. They hijacked the bloated float because of me. Business has been waning of late, so I invented a story. I fashioned a tale about a golden galleon that the previous owner hid within this very vessel. It was to be a statuette made completely of gold. At the time, the idea was quite clever, I thought. I figured the lore would draw more curiosity seekers and adventurers looking for the treasure. What could the harm be if while they were here, they bought a drink or two? My business has increased quite a bit since I leaked the story. Well, obviously, I was mistaken. It was a terrible idea. I'm just glad that no innocents were hurt. I wouldn't want to have their blood on my hands. Anyway, sorry to ramble. You better get below now and rest until we arrive safely at the Imperial City docks. I'm glad that you were on board to help rid me of them. If you hadn't been here, I don't even want to think about it. I'll turn over her body and the bodies of her compatriots when we arrive at the Imperial City. Don't let it trouble you, friend. Please, go get some rest.
Many thanks. I'm preparing the ship for her return.
Hi there. You've got a real bounce to your step. Hello.
Thanks again for helping us. I'm sure Ormill will reward you appropriately.
You're awake. Good. I didn't want to disturb you. I suppose you're wondering what I did with Celine. The authorities at the Imperial City took her off the ship as soon as we docked. I was also informed that there was a reward for her capture. Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place. Unless it's here, of course. She was a ruthless woman, and I'm glad she's gone. Such a waste. Yes, the float is quite a vessel, don't you think? The only functioning tavern and inn on the water in all of Cyrodiil. Bought it maybe 10 years ago when it was decommissioned. Had to gut the whole thing to make room, but kept it seaworthy. All the furnishings were built inside the ship, since they were too big to be carried on board. Spared no expense. Farewell, my friend.
Joring the butler. I've served Master Umbacano for many years. My master, Umbacano, is known across Cyrodiil as a collector of alien antiquities. He's always interested in rare artifacts from that era. Why? Do you have something of interest to my master? Really? May I see it, please? How interesting. I'm sure the curio shops in the market district would be glad to give you a fair price for this. Unfortunately, my master is only interested in the rarest and most unique alien artifacts to add to his collection. Be seeing you. Well met.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry? This ends here!
Bleed to death!
to see you. Hello.
Hail. Good to see you. Did you want something? You're not here to join the Mages Guild, are you? I am the chapter head of the Cheydinhall Mages Guild. It is quite an honor, but they had no choice, since I'm the only semi-competent one here. Things in the guild have been different since Traven was named Archmage. They're more structured, but everyone seems tense. Are you sure you're up to it? You seem a little slow. I expect this will end in disaster, but nonetheless, I will grant your request. Very well. You are now an associate of the Mages Guild. To advance in the guild, you'll need recommendations from each local guild hall in Cyrodiil, a feat which I'm sure will elude you completely. If you manage to actually receive the recommendations, you'll be eligible for entrance to the Arcane University. I shall be quite surprised as well. Now, unless you wish to attempt to impress me with your no doubt staggering intellect, I have actual work to attend to. Without recommendations from the local guild halls, you'll never see the inside of it. I dare say that's one of the few things Traven has done right. By all means, travel to the Imperial City and get stopped at the gates. You should get used to that sort of rejection. Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me? Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving. The guild is still powerful in Cyrodiil, but poor decisions in the recent past have weakened it. Perhaps killed it. We shall see. I believe I explained your task very clearly. Find the ring, which is somewhere down in the well behind the guild hall. Bring it to me. Do you understand? Or do I need to use even smaller words? It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you. Take care.
They say that King has a Venerable... Cheydinhal is in your debt, friend. That Oblivion gate had us all living in fear. Well, to be honest, I don't think we have much of a team in the Cheydinhal Guild Hall. We lack leadership, and individually, we aren't very skilled. Only mages who have gotten recommendations from all the local guild halls can enter the Arcane University. It's a good policy, I think. Now, that sounds like an odd way to prove your worth. I just don't understand Falcar sometimes. The last associate that came in for training never came back. I guess Falcar really upset him. Dietzen seemed mad about it too. The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned. Always keep your Good day. It's not surprising considering Morrowind. I'm Islanwy. I'm only a conjurer, but Orentur is a full magician. Isn't he wonderful? Perhaps it seems silly, but our love is the most important thing in all creation. Orentur and I spend all our time together in the High Elf way. Orentur doesn't like to brag, but no one can match the reflect spells he can cast. He might teach you one if you're skilled enough. At the last Imperial Alchemy Symposium, I heard Sindarian mention something about a strange, glowing root. I'm afraid I can't remember what he said about them. Perhaps you should make the trip to Skingrad and ask him in person. It sure sounds like Falcar has it in for you. What a bizarre thing to ask you to do. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. Bye. Bye. Be seeing you. You're in good company, friend. Welcome.
Your reputation precedes you, gate closer, scourge of Oblivion, hero of Kavach. It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here. Our hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it. We can talk, so long as Falcar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falcar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you? Just perform the task you've been given. We'll talk more once you're done. Some say that Traven is misusing the power of the Archmage's position to further his personal agendas. There's much I can show you. Good day. He was an associate, just like yourself. Perhaps not the brightest, but very eager. He was given his assignment from Falcar and disappeared. It's like he dropped out of existence. No one knows what happened, and Falcar won't say a word about it. Good day.
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago.
I'm honored to speak to the champion of Cyrodiil. What do you need? My progress through the ranks here will be slow. My prejudices against certain types of magic limit my chances for advancement. Daedra cults aren't necessarily evil, of course. In nearby Morrowind, for example, they worship Daedra in the temple. The Azura Shrine north of town, up Lake Arius Way, for instance. I know a dark elf there. Nothing evil about him. If you're looking for the most powerful spells, you'll want to speak to Barisian at the Arcane University. If you're allowed in, that is. Falcar always has been pretty harsh, even when it comes to basic lessons. He seems to have gotten worse lately, though. I think he even scared away the last associate who came here for training. What was his name again? I can't remember. Dietzen would know, though. The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned. I can show you some new things. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? A pleasure to serve you. Good day.
Cancel. Damn the sight of those creatures. Bye.
There's a charge in the air. Finn casting some destruction spells? Hi there.
Hello there.
Have you noticed a change in the well water?
Hi!
I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate. It may affect your recommendation. I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well... I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falcar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted Falcar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Magus, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council. Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part. It's such a shame. He didn't deserve to die like that.
I had no idea.
Sure.
I heard that... Is everything all right? You look a bit ill. How are you?
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate.
Stop, criminal! I've heard of you. Your criminal exploits are well known. Pay the... Here's... Hi!
You look skilled in alteration. Maybe you can teach me something.
Well met.
It's my pleasure. Please, continue. Wander the streets, fields, and public places of Skingrad to your heart's content. Just don't include me in your social explorations. You'll have to speak with Shum Gro Yarrig about that. He's the only one that can handle the deed. You too.
That Oblivion gate threatened us all, yet only you took action to destroy it. You have my thanks, hero. Count Skingrad is a very private person. I handle all the county's public affairs and consult with the Count when necessary. Don't bring up religion around Elsa Godhater. She's likely to use that sword of hers on you. Be seeing you.
I salute you for your daring, hero of Kvatch. You've proven yourself once again here at Skingrad. If it's not one thing, it's another. The Count is very particular about his food and drink. Everything must be just so. Undena Orethi grows some good tomatoes. Yep, they sure are good tomatoes. Farewell.
Greetings.